just a bit. That's your forecast first. KTAB News at 10 starts now.
With coverage you can count on. This is KTAB News at 10.
The jury is ready to hear testimony beginning in the morning of the trial of a husband and wife accused of killing an Abilene police officer.
And Trump takes Texas. A look at the presidential candidate stops in the Lone Star State today.
Plus, flames engulf a house in Monday, and now its historic roots are all that is left. Good evening. Thank you for choosing KTAB News tonight. I'm Brittany Paulette.
And I'm Bob Bartlett. The trial for an Abilene couple accused of murdering Abilene police officer Don Allen in August of last year is now underway. The 12-member jury is officially sworn in. Allen was found dead in his Clyde home on Yucca Drive by his fiancée on August 31st, 2015.
KTAB has covered his murder from the beginning. Our Ashley Gooden takes us from the crime scene to the courthouse for tonight's top story.
I called the jury duty about it last week. Got it in the mail, filled it out. To be honest, I really don't know much about the case.
At 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, the jury selection finally started as 500 potential jurors met at the Callahan County Courthouse. From 500 to 100 and then from 100 to 12, along with one alternate, were chosen just before 4:30 p.m. Here's why.
Why was Officer Allen chosen? That speaks a volume as it relates to how vulnerable are we. We look like this, and we look like we're prepared for anything, but the reality is we're just like you.
In a press conference on September 1st of 2015, Abilene Police Chief Stan Stanridge confirmed that 27-year-old Officer Don Allen had been murdered inside his home on Yucca Drive in Clyde the day before. He was discovered by his fiancée, strangled to death and bound at his hands and feet inside the home.
You just don't expect something like that in a town like Clyde.
Just days after the murder, Philip and Violetta Walter were arrested. A search warrant revealed the Walters met Officer Allen after responding to a personal ad he had placed on Craigslist. Abilene police also say the Walters matched the description of the suspects that witnesses saw leaving Officer Allen's home the night of the murder.
At first, I didn't think that they could ever do it, and then, you know, everything on how we had lost contact and why we had lost contact played back, and you know, it's crazy what some people get into in their lives and what it gets them wrapped up in.
The Walters were indicted on a first-degree murder charge as well as robbery and theft of a firearm in Callahan County in November 2015 in connection to the homicide. Violetta bonded out of jail in January, but Philip remains there, which brings us back here to the Callahan County Courthouse where they meet again. Violetta and Philip Walter will officially stand trial for the murder of Officer Don Allen after the jury is sworn in. Reporting in Abilene, Ashley Gooden, KTAB News.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley. KTAB's crime reporter Stacey Wormel will be in the courtroom tomorrow morning. You can get up-to-the-minute developments on the KTAB Facebook page and on KTAB's Twitter by following KTAB TV. And, of course, for complete coverage of the Walters trial, keep with KTAB News and BigCountryHomepage.com.
Donald Trump spent part of this day in Texas. The Republicans' quick trip included stops in San Antonio and Dallas. Trump attended private fundraisers in both cities. The Republican nominee did not make any public appearances in the Lone Star State, but his presence did attract hundreds of protesters in San Antonio. The Texas Democratic Party called the visit, quote, damage control, end quote, during a news conference. They criticized the Republican for leaked videos of Trump making controversial comments about women, saying this is not the man Texans want to see in the White House.
Well, I don't think he has as much support in Texas as other states. And like I said, you know, San Antonio is a town that respects family and respects our cultural diversity here. And I think that he realizes he doesn't have a lot of popular support.
Some Texas Republicans have stood by Trump since the release of the videos, including Trump's state chairman, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Patrick accompanied Trump to the private fundraisers today. He says he hopes other Texas Republicans will be able to brush past the comments like he did and accept Trump's apology. Members of the Texas Women for Trump Coalition agree with Patrick.
I think we would all agree none of us liked the words, but it's that type of person, Trump, that will get He's the only one, I believe, that has the guts to stand up to all the politicians.
This is likely Trump's last visit to the Lone Star State before Election Day this November. We're told he plans to focus his campaign on key battleground states over the next month.
An accident in the vocational building at Cooper High School sends students and a teacher to the hospital. According to the Abilene Independent School District, the students were all taken by ambulance as a precaution, but welding teacher Bobby Williams was taken to Hendrick Medical Center and later transferred to a hospital in Lubbock. We are told by family and the school district tonight that Williams is in stable condition with non-life-threatening injuries. It was around 10:30 when 911 calls first alerted the Abilene Fire Department to the incident. MetroCare Ambulance and Abilene Police also responded. The vocational building where the welding shop is located was evacuated. Classes in the rest of the school continued as scheduled. Love and Care Ministries continues its annual revival at the Abilene Civic Center this week. Revival started on Sunday and will continue through Wednesday. Community members, many of them homeless, gather and pray, get a nice meal, haircuts, and are given a chance to fill a bag with clothes for the upcoming winter weather months. Several in attendance say it's more than just a worship service. It is a place that has many stories of transformation. Love and Care Ministry staff says if you would like to help, donations of jeans are needed the most. Well, more than 1,500 women filled the Taylor County Expo Center tonight for the annual Bunko for Breast Cancer.
It's a fundraiser that supports the Hope Fund, which provides services to women to rule out or to catch breast cancer early.
And as KTAB Chief Videographer Andy Choate shows us, every year the turnout is so large that the only thing preventing more people from helping out is the fire code.
We do this every year. Bunko.
For breast cancer.
That is 14th year. 14th year? Yeah. No, there's no strategery to the game. If you can roll dice, you can play.
Really, you're just rolling for a target number. If you can roll the dice,
Come on, Leila. That's fine.
just have fun. You want to roll that bunko, get the most points. Yeah, they yell bunko and they get beads. Every time somebody buys a ticket for this event, that money goes straight to the Hope Fund, which provides mammograms for women in our community that can't afford them. Because we want every woman that can have a mammogram to have a mammogram.
We can't.
We want to support them, the survivors and the ones that are fighting.
Crazy dress up and have a great time for 3 hours.
They had a great time, too.
Sure
They get
looks
really
like it,
into it.
Well, Bunko for Breast Cancer raised over $15,000 on just tickets and sponsorships, without counting the money raised during the event on raffle tickets and food sales.
That's great. Keep that number going up. Still ahead, we've reported on a destructive fire in Monday. Next, the history of the house which burned in Big Country Roots.
Next, several of the neighborhood Walmart stores have closed in the Big Country this year, but a new one is opening tomorrow.
And Sam, tomorrow is going to be a nice day.
Yeah, we got to get us some costumes like those Bunko ladies.
Yes.
Man, they have more fun than anybody, looks like to me. Let's take a look at our numbers from today. You're right, we had a warm day today. Look at that, 86 degrees. Normally we'd be about 79. We're going to be just a little bit warmer than that, and we're going to take a look at some folks around the Big Country today that hit 90 degrees right after the break.
With coverage you can count on. Bob Bartlett,
Brittany Paletz,
and Chief Meteorologist Sam Nichols. This is KTAB News at 10.